Welcome to the iPad Apps First Look channel, and today we're going to look at an app that's called 50 Radio Pro Police Scanner. This is the Pro version. There are three versions of this app. One is specific for more of an iPad device, but or also maybe high definition, like iPhones that have Retina display, for example, which is the HD 50 Radio Pro. That's $4.99. You have this version that I've bought a long time ago. I have this version for at least 2 years, I would say, 2 or 3 years. This one is, I believe, $2.99, and it's the Pro version. Works on pretty much every device. And there's of course, if you look in the store, there's the Lite version that is free. That's right here, which is a free version. Of course, I took the free version and enjoyed it, so I bought the Pro version. And of course, you have the HD version that is available. We don't see it here, but I've seen it on the App Store on my iPad, which means that it's probably more of an iPad HD version for $4.99. So basically, it turns your iPhone, iPod Touch, or iPad into a radio scanner. To listen to the police and all sorts of communications. Once it's installed, what you get this little icon that looks like a police scanner on the bottom. Here you see it. I click on it, and so you really turn your device into a scan. I'll just complete one thing here. If we look at the Pro version, to let you know that first of all, it's a 11 megabyte download, so it's a very small app. It doesn't take a lot of space in your iPhone or your iPad, and works on iOS 4.3 or later, so it works pretty much everywhere. It's compatible on all devices, optimized for iPhone 5, as a lot of these apps are actually. No in-app purchases because you got different versions. So you got free, but you can go up to a paid version that has more feeds. That's basically the difference between all versions. You get more feed choices, more things that you can actually listen to. So there are all sorts of things you can browse. The scanner feeds by country. So for example, if you're in the United States, well, you'll click United States, you'll click your state. Let's say we want to listen to something in Indiana. And here you've got cities. So let's check for cities and counties. Let's go to Madison. And there you'll have all sorts of devices. So you see here, for example, it says W9, WEN, link repeater system. That's amateur radio stuff. You've got Central Indiana Skywarn repeater. You've got the Anderson Police. You've got Fire Department, County Sheriff, and so on and so on. So what you do is when you want to listen to something, for example, if you want to listen to Madison County Sheriff, you would click here. And you have this little faceplate that looks like a radio actually that shows up. In that detail, you've got info, you've got the time that it's been going on. So on the left side, on the upper left, you have the amount of time that your device has been actually working. So especially if you're on a a cell phone on the cell data network. And here we go, you got communications. You've got the details, Madison County Sheriff, Public Safety. On the right side, you've got the kilobits per second. Kilobits per second link.
Juvenile J1, route to address Anderson, beginning 33190.
So you see here that we're listening to that feed from Indiana. 16 kilobits, so you know how many bits per second you're using while you're actually using, for example, your iPhone. That could be a very important feature, knowing the quality of the feed, because the lower the feed quality, the less data you are actually using on your cell phone plan. And the number of listeners actually at this time. So there are right now 22 listeners that are actually listening to this feed. So it's really, really cool. You have favorites that you can put on. So I haven't had a lot of favorites yet, but you can have your favorites that you add, and how you add it by clicking the plus sign on the upper right side, which is pretty cool. There's a chat room available, so you can chat with other people if you want. The map feature is quite nice because it lets you know where you are. So it tells me I'm in Montreal, for example, with that little blue circle, and it puts that little lollipop kind of red pin where this feed comes from. So it gives you an idea of the distance between you and the area that you're listening to. And of course you got more. And in the more, which is nice, is you've got the codes, the 10 codes, so that you can understand a little more of what they are saying. And you even have codes for states or countries. And you have codes sometimes that are unique for certain type of dispatch. So if you are, this is fun, I put it in do not disturb mode and it still rings. That's interesting. So this is, really sorry. This is nice because if you don't know what the codes are, it's pretty cool because you get all of these codes that you can use. So you'll choose the area where you're listening to and try to get the code so you understand a little more of the conversation. Of course, while you're listening to a feed, you can go and browse other feeds, and you've got all sorts of categories. So if you look, we have by country. You've got a top 100 scanner feeds that you can check, which is the 100 more popular feeds. Local scanner feeds will give you basically what's around you in your city or area. You can add feeds if you want. Extra feeds, skins, you can change the skins. So if you don't want it to look like a radio, for example, you have skins that you can add. Your own pictures can be used. You have bonus feeds on this Pro version, so you got more feeds than all the bonus stuff is basically more in the Pro version than the HD version. You can search the bonus feeds. You got free add-ons for Police Scanner. And all sorts of details. You know what's playing at the bottom, so whatever you want to do. You can of course get out of the app and you're still listening to that feature. So if I want to check my mail, for example, or calendar, or go on Safari, well, at least I am still listening to the police. And all you have to do is, click back the app to go back where you are. So it's a nice app, and if you like police stuff, it does have a lot of features. I like the fact that it has a kind of a radio faceplate look when you're listening to it, and also having the time displayed, how long you've been listening to the feed, is a good, I think, a good add-on. So why not check it out? And of course you've got a free version, so you can click the light version, check what it looks like, go around, and if you enjoy it, well, you can go to the Pro or HD version. The light version does have a lot of feeds and links, so you might have what you want actually in the light version, but the Pro version does have a lot more. So if you're interested in not listening just to the cops, the police, stuff like that, the Pro version gives you amateur radio repeaters, all sorts of stuff. So it's quite nice, and even a few radio feeds. So 5.0 radio, and just choose the version that you need. The one you've seen here is the Pro version. If you enjoy our app reviews, why not subscribe to your channel? You'll be informed when new videos are online. If you have any comments or questions on what you've seen, let us know. Maybe you have a feature, an app, something you'd like us to talk about. Why not ask us, and we'll try to put that video online. And hopefully you will come back to the iPad Apps First Look channel. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.